do I do? Welcome to this weekly vlog. I literally vlogged nothing on Monday, but you know, look at this nice sky, I guess. Of course, with any reset, we must start with the washing. I actually quite like washing now. I do find it kind of almost like this therapeutic task. Yeah, there was some pants in it that were not mine, so I just decided to hang them up. My dirty clothes basket broke, so we had a little bit of technical difficulties there, but then we sorted it out and it was completely fine. But yeah, I just do find it quite nice doing the washing now. It's like quite, yeah, like a therapeutic task. I'm not even kidding, even though that might sound ridiculous. And I love clean clothes. I love smelling clean clothes. I like when the clothes are clean. And it was raining, so I had to hang up my clothes inside and also use the dryer for other stuff. But yeah. Welcome to Tuesday, the 4th of March. Now, yesterday I had uni for a very long time. Now, how on earth do people film in uni? The most I got was, I think, the sky at some point, quite a cloudy day. Aside from that, I was like, no, that seems mortifying. And then today, all I have done is my washing because my room actually like really wasn't that bad. What are my goals for this week? So my goal for this week is to be an academic weapon. I really don't want to get behind in uni. Like it's week 2, but I'm already behind. Because in the past, I was notoriously bad. Ew, what the? I have just been noticing recently that I'm just not really feeling, I don't know. But you know what? I think the main goals of this week is I really want to make a mind movie, you guys. I really need to. Because also, I feel like, especially today, I've just been letting like what people say about me in my mind, and I think I've been letting like things that people say like just like, marinate in my mind, and I don't know like why it's bothering me so much. Okay, I know why it's bothering me so much. It's because like it's I just have to remind myself that it doesn't matter. Even just 2 seconds ago, I got called a potato. Like that is so ridiculous. Someone who just like sits on the couch today and does nothing, and I'm like, I go to work, I have uni, I have TAFE, I'm in sporting teams. And you know what? I think the thing that I'm struggling with is just that also the same person who called me a potato constantly at me. The main thing that they always tell me is that I have no social life and I have no friends. And I think that's why, because I've been trying to like figure out, basically over the weekend on Saturday, I was, lining up in the line, and the security guard, when I was going clubbing, he looked at me, it was like, you. He was like, I swear you were always here. You need a plaque or something because of just how often I am there. And, it was really when he said that I was like, okay, maybe I sometimes do go out a lot. And I was trying to think about like why, because genuinely I cannot relax. If it is the weekend and I am at home, I feel like there is something severely wrong about the situation, and I feel like really panicky, and I'm like, why am I here? Like, I should not be at home. I feel really quite panicky about it, and I was trying to figure out, where is this stemming from? Because like before, it never bothered me staying home. I loved being at home. I loved just being in my little oasis, being in my room, being in the lounge room, watching scary movies, and just, staying home. Like, I liked doing that. Or I liked reading my little book and just enjoying like a quiet night on the weekends. And sometimes I'd be like, yeah, it would be nice to go out once in a while, but now it's just like, what do you mean? So my goal is to like stop going out as much because I feel the need to, if I really want to go. But then I'm getting warped because like, I like going clubbing, but it's like, why? It's because I feel hollow. That's so dramatic. It's like I feel like hollow, and like going clubbing and like everything that happens when you go clubbing, it like makes me not feel as hollow and like sad and empty inside. So I need to work on that, because like that is the most dramatic thing. But like I was just trying to figure out, because being alone, like I love being alone. Like I literally was like, people drain me, and now I'm like, if I don't have people, like being by myself drains me. So if I don't have people around me, I'm like, I can't function. Like it's to the point now like where I literally find it I literally find it hard to like sleep by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like very dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, just reflection time. I think it's because of this one particular person who keeps dragging me and saying I have no friends and I have no social life and I don't do anything, that I think now if like I'm not going out, I feel like, oh my god. But it put it in perspective, because like the security guard said some other things. I don't really remember what else he said, but it really just, I guess, put in perspective that like, okay, well maybe, maybe the security guards, they're recognizing me. And I guess maybe people in the clubs, when they recognize me, maybe like that's a sign that I perhaps do have somewhat of a social life and I do go out. Because if I didn't, like I don't think that would happen, you know? But I'm trying to think, and I think that's why that I get really nervous when I don't have any like social plans, because I keep getting told that I have no social plans and I'm boring and I have no life. And I think that's just like a fear that's very intrinsic in me at the moment. So anyways, if you want to go clubbing with me, just ask me and I'll go clubbing with you, because I will never ever say no to go clubbing. A lot of people do not like clubbing, but I just think that you haven't been with the right people. You know how I know that? Because this just happened last week. There was like a little situation when I went out on Friday, and when I was with one of my friends, and she does not like going out, and she was like, wait, is this what clubbing is like a little bit? And I'm like, girl, clubbing is so much better than this. And she's like, I want to go clubbing with you. If you don't hate clubbing, go clubbing with me. So that's my philosophy. But, you know, I think that's why. So maybe I need to get better at that, because I'm feeling panicky because I'm only planning on going out on Saturday. Wait, why am I also not going out on Friday? And why am I also not going out on Sunday as well? And like, maybe I should also go out like the other days of the week as well. I'm like, no. It's actually motivating to do uni work, at least in my opinion, because it's like, unless you complete, because I had 2 assignments due on Sunday. Already, I'm like, it's week 1. I literally had 2 assignments due on Sunday, and I'm like, okay, before I go out, I have to get them done, because I do it like 11:59, and obviously I'm not going to get home before that, so I have to do it. But you know, like, really just thinking about like the fact that I'm only going out once this week does make my chest feel a little bit tight, and that is just the most like dramatic thing. How I feel right now is, because I can relate to this because this literally happened yesterday, because like, you know, when you do like tutorials and like labs and stuff, every single one I've been in, they're all like, okay, everyone go around and say your name, say a fun fact about you, say this, say that. And I'm like, I don't know. That feeling you get, like, when it's slowly, you know it's going to be your turn next. That's how I feel right now when I am thinking about only going out once a weekend. And I think that is just the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever said in my entire life. Because you know what? Like, at least I'm going out at all this weekend. And like, I remember when I never went out because I didn't have anyone to go with. And it was like my dream to go clubbing, and I just had no one to go with. So it's like, I had to remember that, because I think going out like once a week is quite reasonable. But yeah, I'm just feeling like, what do you mean I'm only going out once this week? I hope this isn't like foreshadowing. I hope I'm not like foreshadowing something, because anyways, the good news is that my goal for this year, my New Year's resolution, was to go clubbing at least 12 times. And I can safely say that I have in fact done that. Yeah, I do feel quite strange. But yeah, it doesn't matter what people say. You know, perhaps maybe sometimes I can be lazy, but I think I do a lot of stuff that would imply that I'm not, you know? I don't know. But yeah, I really think I figured out what it is. It really is the constantly being told that you have no friends and you have no life and you're a loser. I think when those things are said to you quite a lot, it makes you feel bad for like, I don't know, because even I remember, like I said, when I was 18, the loneliest I've ever been in my entire life, ever. It was my first year out of school, where you literally, school was very draining for me, right? But there was so, like, you saw people every single day, all day in, all day out, and then 18, there was like nothing for me. And I remember distinctly, it'd be like a Friday night or a Saturday night, and I would have people say to me, what are you doing at home? You know, it's like, what are you still doing at home? It's like, why are you not out right now? Oh, wait, I'm such a genius. Wait, that is why. Because whenever it gets to Saturday and I'm sitting at home, I feel like, so maybe I think that's why. That's why. Huh. I finally figured it out. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I want to watch this one movie. It's like, I don't know what it's called, but I saw it on Netflix and it had a creepy cover and I was like, oh, I want to watch that. Whatever it says, I'll put it here. I want to watch that. I don't even know what I've been talking about. I just had this thought. Every picture up there, I'm going to take down every single one and then reprint it. Well, like, print out pictures that I want. Actually, no, like, I'll leave pictures of, like, my dogs and, like, my cat, but everything else. Okay, did I just actually put my foot? But I think I'm just gonna take down everything else, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe put it somewhere else? That was, like, old me. This is new me. There were so many people on that wall, and I was like, yeah, it was so nice to have, like, memories of them. Yeah, it is, but I just don't want to see them. Like, it just feels like they're staring down at me, and it's like, okay, love you forever. You were also kind of, like, really mean, so... And what a nice memory it was to have. And, you know, I'll put it somewhere, but yeah, time to like reprint. Not reprint. I keep saying reprint. That's not the right word. I'm going to print out some like new pictures. Okay, that actually looks so weird. That looks so weird. Okay, was it maybe being a bit dramatic? Should I like maybe keep like a few pictures? Maybe I'll go through them now and like see, and maybe I want to keep a few pictures, I guess, if I have like nice memories of them. I don't know, should I or should I not? I don't know what to do. But yeah, I've just made like lots of new friends and I want them on my wall. Like not people who like are just like no longer in my life. Maybe if I have like multiple pictures from like situations, like how many pictures do I need of like my formals and of parties and stuff? Like I only really like, I guess they were nice memories. I don't know. Okay, so I've split things into piles. The photos I'm going to retire to like an album or like a board or something, and the ones that I will be having on there. So we do have some repeats. So I'll just like show you a few maybe. Like this is when I went to Harry Styles concert and it was me on my birthday. Like I have ones with like my friends. Okay, so I've kind of changed it, and my goal for this year is really make it more. I did try to make a heart out of those pictures, it didn't work, so I gave up on that. But yeah, that's what it is. But yes, my goal is to like fill the entire thing this year. And the pictures that I retired, I will find a use for them somewhere. I don't know where. And also I may change things, may rearrange things, but I just had to like put them all back up there after I took them down. I also put one here. Welcome to Wednesday the 5th of March. Good morning and welcome to Thursday. Is it the 5th of March today? Or is it the 6th? Hang on. It's the 6th of March. So yeah. I am trying so hard to be responsible with my financial decisions. Do you know, like I saw this film camera because I briefly downloaded TikTok for an hour and this guy got this film camera from Kmart and I was like, I want that. So like when I go out, no, not this week, especially considering what I'm about to buy, but just hear me out. So I was, just looking at Booktopia and I'm being Booktopia. We have been through it, because last year when I purchased Funny Story, they actually sent me 50, exactly 50, even though I was only supposed to get one. And then when I was like, what do I do with these? Then the customer service guy, he thought that I had bought them. And he was like, yeah, we can give you a refund. And I'm like, sir, I didn't buy them. You sent them to me. And then when I explain this to people, they're all like, you either should have kept the books or like sold them. And I'm like, no, I didn't want them. Why would I want 10 of the same book that I already have? The only thing that I'm annoyed about is Beautiful What Are You by Sally Rooney. My copy's a bit damaged and I literally got 10 copies of them and I could have swapped it, but I didn't because I was an idiot and I didn't think about it. But there are a few books that like, I was like, if I want to buy, like I can buy because they're authors that I know and I love. So first of all, we have Great Big Beautiful Life. Do you get deja vu? It's literally the signed copy as well. So it's like Great Big Beautiful Life, Say You Wanna Be. I'll explain Daydream in a second, and then Conditions of Will. Let me just explain. So Great Big Beautiful Life. Stop. I'm getting deja vu. I better not get sent. No, I haven't made any orders. Right, but then basically I felt really bad because then Booktopia shut down. Like it literally shut down, and then I felt bad for like being like, why would they send me all the books? And then I was like, okay, well they're sending people like, and then because the dude who I spoke to, a different dude I spoke to, he told me things I don't think he was like. This was like the day up, and I don't think he was supposed to because he was like, yeah, this happened to multiple other people. And then I got another email, and it was like very cryptic and like I don't know. I just feel like I wasn't supposed to know that, but yeah, it happened to a lot of other people. Me saying I don't think I'm supposed to know that, and then telling you. Imagine how many people got so many books. There was a severe problem in the warehouse, right? Like that's so bad. Like that probably definitely contributed to their loss because like, oh, and then I had to take these 3 gigantic boxes to the post office and I had to do like several trips because they were heavy boxes and like these were big boxes and it was like an entire mess. And they only sent me 1 slip, right? And the post office lady was like, they should have sent you 3. And I was like, they sent me 1. So then what she did, she just was like, fine then. And she just like printed off 3 of the slips and was like, I don't care. She's like, it's not your fault. You're not gonna have to pay for them. So she just printed off the same packing slip 3 times because they only gave me 1. It was like, basically it was like an entire like debacle. But yeah, then it shut down. It's also raining like really a lot right now. Can you hear that? Because Cyclone Alfred, when is Cyclone Alfred hitting? Either hitting tonight or tomorrow night or maybe tomorrow morning. Because it's Friday the 7th of March right now. Natural disasters are actually the most horrifying thing to me. You know what's the most scariest thing in the entire world to me? Tornadoes. The fact that like tornadoes exist is like horrifying. But yeah, so, but then Booktopia shut down, so I felt bad because I was like, oh, I was just so stressed out, but like, now they're shut down, but now they're back, so that's wonderful, and I will support Booktopia because I never had any problems since the incident occurred. And like I haven't bought anything from them since the incident occurred. So this will be interesting. But yeah, I kind of want to get Grape Beauty for Life. It's a pre-order. I want to pre-order that. Say You Remember Me, I also want to pre-order that. And then Conditions of Will. Right now, I literally just finished Wildfire. And it was cute, it was fluffy. And I kind of wanted to read Daydream. But I was like, no. But, hear me out, right? I would have to pay $10 for shipping. Okay? I'd have to pay for shipping. Except, they have this thing on at the moment where it's like, where if you pick like a certain book from like a certain like category, you get free shipping. So I was like, say less. And Daydream was the only book on there that like, and I just thought it was so funny because I literally finished Wildfire yesterday. So I was like, I feel like it's fate, I feel like it's sign. I can't even show you. Bear with me here. See, as like the title, and receive free standard shipping on your whole order. And so they had like all of these books here. And I was like, okay. So worst comes to worst, there's a book that was like $7, and I was like, I'll get that because that means I'm only paying $7 for shipping. Where is it? Oh, I want to show you the book that I was going to get. But only $7. I'll see if I can find it. That one there, I was going to buy that. Because I had a horse in the front. I'm like, then I'm only paying $7 for shipping rather than the 10. That guy looks like Tom Hanks. But yeah, so I'm scrolling and I'm like, okay, this is not looking very good for me. Actually, worst comes to worst, I'd buy that because, wait, I swear there was like a series and it was The Bunny, and I swear I remember that book series from when I was younger. And so obviously I was like, okay, what can I do here? And then I saw this. And I was like, that is crazy. I literally just finished it yesterday. It's literally fate. It's literally a sign. So therefore, yeah, but all the rest I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. So that was literally the only book that I could have got. So I do feel like that was fate. I feel like that was a sign. And will I be practicing? I know. But this is why I have a job. No. Is this a sign? What's going on here? We're doing some upgrading? What? I was just talking about how it's a sign, and now it's doing upgrading and I can't get on there? Is that a sign? Don't worry. I scavenged through and it's back to working, but for a brief second I was like, was that a sign? See, I'm saving $46.31. So, like, this is literally why I have a job. Okay, well, I have a job so I can, you know, pay insurance and stuff like that. But the other thing is so I can buy books that I have been waiting for, because I love Abby Jimenez books. Okay, well, I love Just Summer, and I don't mind Part of Your World, and the other ones I'm like, but those, I love them. So I know I'm gonna love this one. Daydream, I just want something that's like cute and fluffy and like no stakes. And then Conditions of Will, Love Magnolia Parks, still need to finish reading Never, because I'm still in the middle of Never. I'm gonna finish that this month though. And also this month I'm gonna read Funny Story, because now I have Great Beautiful Life on the way. Anyways, but yes, so these are books that I will read. Like, as soon as I get them, I'll be reading them. Like, there's not gonna be dilly-dallying around. They're not gonna be collecting dust on my shelf, you know. And I'm gonna give Booktopia a second chance after the last incident occurred. And we're gonna go from there. So I'm just making sure that I didn't accidentally press more of the quantity. Wait, you can't look at me while I do this, because then I feel guilty. But like, these are not gonna sit on my physical TBR. So I'm gonna read them when they first come out. And are you proud of me? I didn't pre-order Sunrise on the Reaping, because I'm like, well, will I read that immediately when it comes out? I don't know, so I'm not gonna risk it. But these books, I know. Same as Alchemize and same as Catabasis, as soon as they come out, I will be reading them. Amazing, they already have my address already in there. Oh dear, why is it not loading? I shall update you later today. I have no regrets.
Center the day before the game, even Christian.
Why is Lisa so long? Okay, you guys, so part of me today was thinking of showing you my makeup routine for when I go out, because I feel like I don't really show the process of it. Have I ever shown the process of it? Maybe, but I don't really, just because I think getting ready is like a group bonding experience. But also, I don't know, I was going to show you and we're going to chat and it was going to be all really good, but I think I need to listen to some very like hyped up music, because my instinct is to be quite sad at the moment, because I was just told again today that I am still in fact referred to as the ugly sister. Now obviously, you know, growing up and everything, like I kind of just knew that. I mean, like, it doesn't matter. So if you are the ugly sister, how are your commitment issues going? I'm kidding. But you know what, it's fine, you know, but I need to lock in on my makeup, even though I'm literally gonna be that meme. You know, the lipstick on a pig meme. You know, inner beauty's a thing, and it doesn't matter that I'm the ugly sister and that everyone thinks that I'm the ugly sister, because, you know, there's more to like life than like appearances, and it doesn't matter. I think it was just like, it hit particularly like true because I guess I hadn't really thought about that in like over a year, and it just kind of, you know, left my mind a little tiny bit. Unfortunately, everything has come rushing back, which is not the vibe. As your resident pig, just, you know,
watch me put my lipstick on, but I guess you and I will both know that even if I do wear makeup, I'm just really just the hideous, disgusting creature.
Whatever. I went kind of like light, but like, well, I guess light for me, which is not light for like a lot of people, but okay. I will prove the security guard wrong. He was like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I was like, no, I'm not. I've got assignments. He was like, you promise you're not going to come back again tomorrow? And I was like, I won't. Because yeah, he's the one who was like, you're always here. So maybe I wouldn't have been able to sneak back in. But I stayed strong, because even though the dude's name was Jules, I didn't. Because I liked him because of, you know, Julian from Magnolia Parks. Like when he said his name was Jules, I was like, Jules! But like, just because the dude's name is Jules doesn't mean like he's the one. And he was kind of scaring me a bit. And he was like, I'll fight them. And I'm like, because I said about how the guy, he's like, you think someone's gonna stab you? He's like, look at me, I'll protect you. And then he was like flexing, and then he showed me his knuckles that were beat up. And guys, let me do a recap of last night. I know I was saying before about like, no, you know, mentoring my singler, and I did. You know, I literally did. But anyways, I met this guy. Okay, basically, there was this guy there. We were talking, and then he was like, oh, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what's your name? And he was like, Jules. You know how I feel about Magnolia Bar. Specifically when males say things from that universe. This dude, he was called Jules. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? If his name is Julian, I'm taking that as a sign. So I was like, is your name Julian? Like, is your real name Julian? And he was like, no, that wasn't a sign. A gem. When is that from? When did I wear blue gems? No, last week I was wearing pink ones. Okay, I don't know. I made a promise that I wouldn't be back tonight. Why would I do such a stupid thing? It's fine. Normally I don't really go out this weekend, but I kind of really do want to go out. I like staying until closing. Unfortunately, I could not stay until closing because the people I was with was like, let's sit down, sit down. I don't like sitting down, okay? Because the medication I'm on, it makes me like drowsy and tired, and so I'm just like, I don't want to sit down. Anyways, I sat down, I closed my eyes for a second, and I was leaning on someone, whatever. This different security guard comes over, he's like, follow me. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, the other security guard that I was like, what for? You know, because like, why is she getting removed from the premises? And he was like, for sleeping. Well, he was like, for sleeping on someone. Okay, I had my eyes closed for like a second. But also yesterday I was kind of really tired. I had to wake up so early for netball training, and then I had work, and then I went to my grandparents' house. For sleeping, I wasn't asleep. I just shut my eyes. This is why I don't sit down. And when people try to sit down, I don't sit down. When they sit down, I'm still like dancing around, because like, if I sit down, I'll just be like, anyways, I really want to go out. I've got to do my assignments though, because that's the whole reason why I couldn't go out, because I'm like, I have 2 assignments due today. There's so many other things I need to do, I can't really remember what they are, but I wrote them down. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna be nice and wholesome, stay at home. I'm gonna be sick. A few weeks ago in netball, when I was running, I stopped really abruptly, and my toe, oh my god, it's lifting up. I was just ignoring it. I was hoping it wasn't gonna come.
Oh, I can't help you with that.
What do I do?
Oh, we'll just come off, won't it?
What do I do? I was just gonna hope that it actually wasn't gonna come off, but it actually is now. I just almost popped it off. Oh.
Well, it's gonna come off. It's gonna come off.
cold.
Go home, Ben. You don't want